Well, the Bologna Business School is undoubtedly a case in point, considering the local territory it is based in. And this local territory, I actually come from a farther southern region of Italy, and I must say that this local territory, Bologna and the surrounding region, is actually a very rich region from the point of view of the local industry. I would now like to ask Alberto Vacchi, who is president of the local chapter of the Italian Confederation of Industry, to take the floor, and he's also the chairman of the IMA SPA. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you very much, Rector, Professor Bertini, Professor Bergami. Thank you very much for your invitation. I was really eager to be here with you tonight. A graduation ceremony is a good opportunity to give you the point of view of companies, which will actually be the place where you will be working in the near future. I was preparing my remarks for today's ceremony, and when I first spoke in my capacity as president of the local chapter, the Emilia-Romagna chapter of the Italian Confederation of Industry, I started talking about young people, and this is basically a core element. Young people, students, are part and parcel of a growth path that our local industry is actually experiencing, and we are lucky to be in this position. What we have experienced and what we are experiencing in this local area is a small wonder. It's a small economic wonder. And why am I saying this? Because at the same time, we do feel the need of some new figures, of some new job positions that can fill in the vacuum that is present. So we do need technical people with a sound technical background, but we also need people that are able to be operate on a global scenario. The economic growth that we have been experiencing after the crisis is actually the fruit of a peculiarity of our local territory, and it is actually the fruit of what we're doing in our local territory. We share thoughts, we have across the board skills and competences, so we basically have an across-the-board a company that is able to compete with international companies. And all this is the result of a process that is based on sharing information, sharing knowledge. So what the Bologna Business School is doing, what the BBS is giving to you, is this tool, so to understand what the big challenges in the world are, but from a perspective, from a viewpoint which is not just a technical viewpoint, which is absolutely important, but it's not the whole story. So you should actually have understood how positive, how useful all this is. So as an entrepreneur, and also in my capacity as a local representative of the Italian Confederation of Industry, because I would like to point out that the BBS shouldn't just be considered as a Bologna Business School. The Bologna Business School has an outreach that is much wider than the local city or the region itself. So I'm saying this again as an entrepreneur. And a big challenge that we are facing is to train students, to train future graduates that will have to fill in the loopholes that are present within companies. And it's the manufacturing industry that has made this country a rich country. And this is actually one of the most important elements, one of the pillars of the programs of the curricula of the BBS. And this is at least the situation we are faced with in this territory. And So there's a clear need. There are clear job positions that need to be filled, and we constantly experience a situation where there's a mismatch between supply and demand, and this situation has to be solved. And I do think that the Bologna Business School is doing a great job from this point of view. And we feel that our local companies will be helped, and we are more than willing to give all our support. So thank you. Thank you very much. I would like to thank the rector, Professor Bergamy, for what they're doing. And again, as a signal of hope for the future, I would like to conclude by saying that we are certainly experiencing a unique situation within a very complicated and complex international scenario. This brings me back to what Professor Frodi said. And when it comes to European unity, I think that we can still have some hope for the future. Thank you.